So, Lenny, do you ride around a motorcycle, sitting there yelling, "Gotham needs me" at the top of your lungs for the fuck of it?
For justice?
At times, yeah.
No justice, my justice. We talked about this. There's only one justice, and that's my justice. I masturbate frequently. You know why? For justice.
I leave my back glove on, and then I come all over it.
I Superman myself. It's awkward, but I get it done. 4 orgasms.
Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
I need working out, folks.
You are listening to your favorite podcast, Shoutouts, Uncut, with your host, Bobby Scofield.
That's a solid unit, Mac.
Oscar and J-Boy.
I call it a rock Fred.
Robert D.
So happy to be here.
The engineer, T2RX6.
The fit finish.
Meth, Deluxe both.
Hell Hasbro.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, feel free to turn it off now. And
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Shattercast Uncut, episode 71. Shattercast Uncut, the only podcast that tells you it's not okay to share the needle. I'm your host, Oscar Alonso, and joining me tonight are the other members of the Furious Five, plus one extra. He is Deluxe's date, but we'll go ahead and get to him in a second. So, of course, joining me from left to right on my Skype screen, he's everyone's favorite engineer, your best friend and mine, and he fixed my Nightbird, whatever she's from. One and only Mr. T2RX6 and newly married Mr. Justin.
Yeah. Thank you, and I got to be honest, I think that intro was a lie. I'm sure there's some kind of medical podcast out there that will tell you not to share the needle, but, you know, it's just me.
Don't question me, okay? Not today. Not today.
This isn't your day.
And speaking of this isn't your day, this guy's been known for being a knockoff Louis C.K. as well as everyone's favorite Transformer reviewer. He recently broke 2,000 subscribers without having to bribe a single individual. He's the one, the only. He's your favorite Transformer reviewer, but not that crazy about it myself, Mr. Bobby Skullface.
Hey, I think that we should do like public service announcements, like at the end of certain episodes, but have them be super fucked up, like the if you're a heroin addict, I understand why. It feels like you're getting a blowjob from an angel, but please don't share your needles. Sharing needles can cause HIV and other harmful, like shit like that.
Heroin. You'll never get as good high as your first time, but you're welcome to try. Made possible by the Shattercast Uncut Drug Awareness Program.
I'm all for this, but only after I hear the super converters or the robo converters commercial that you're talking about.
Super converter.
Oh, I'm filming that, dude. I got kids in it and everything, bro. You're gonna fucking love it. I am not kidding. My nephew's awesome. He's a great actor.
Don't do heroin, by the way. It was just a joke. God damn it.
Put down the Mountain Dew cans.
I'll see it on some board. You hear Skullface on that fucking show that people should go do.
First you said that thing about Motormaster, now I was telling people to fucking shoot heroin. What an asshole.
It feels like you're getting a blowjob from an angel.
Racist.
Hey, you know what? He's right. It is like getting a blowjob from an angel, but I can't stop chasing the dragon. And that's why I pre-ordered Siegfried. That's how you loop that into Siegfried. And speaking of Siegfried, this next guy, he is Shattercast's very own attorney, the Honorable Mr. Robert D.
Hey, everybody. Well, if a female hero wants to have sex with you, then you can do heroin. And if that female hero attacks you, you can shoot that heroin. And also, I think I broke my pinky.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, that's clever.
I'm trying to.
God, I hate you for that. That was a bad play on words. Heroin, like
I see.
I think I
get it. Was that an attorney pun? I don't.
Also, if you can match the quality of Nevermind, I will also allow it.
I think I broke my pinky today.
That's what you get for using bad jokes. That's called karma.
Doing something really stupid.
That's not just karma. That's Thanos coming down on you with a vengeance.
Yeah,
Thanos.
Somewhat.
It's a sign of age.
And speaking of age, this guy's never too old to champion Hasbro. He's everyone's favorite champion of everything made by cheap American plastic.
Mr. Matthew Deluxe Baldwin.
I don't even know what to say after that. I just want to give a shout out to since I've taken over Instagram and everything, I love it. We are followed by 317 people. So we're way up there. We're following more people, but I just want to give out shout out to everybody that actually converses with me, and everything. It's really cool and everything, and I really appreciate it. And I'll try to bring out more pictures as much as I can.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
And that's it.
Yeah. Hey, look, we get a lot of love on this.
Actually,
and I have our next guest actually to thank for a lot of that. But yeah, like the whole Decepticon clique, Realm Collectors, all those guys, like they really show us a lot of fucking love.
Yeah, really good.
Standing here looking at my toes, it just got stepped on. That's cool.
sorry. Shout out to Swage.
And of course, he is one of our fans as well as a special guest with us tonight, only because his voice is what you would call vanilla cream over the airwaves. The one and only Mr. Lenny Dezefticon. I am saying that wrong, and I'm sorry.
Lenny.
How you going, guys? Dezefticon.
Listen to that. You can spread butter with that voice. Say it again.
It does sound good.
Say your group page name again. Say it.
Say your name again.
Dezefticon.
God damn.
I
got a boner. I got an erection. Right.
That boy can sing.
I believe the children are future. What is your bet? Could you do an impression of a very suburban black man with Jericho juice singing a Whitney Houston song poorly, Lenny?
What the fuck kind of is that?
We don't have any of those here. No.
Oh,
I think that's the Coming to America reference.
Yeah, dude. No one remembers that.
Yeah, but does that exist in Australia? He probably doesn't have a point of reference.
It's probably called Coming to Wasteland in
we
Australia.
have movies here. They have cinemas and stuff.
Do you even have television? I mean,
They still call them
we
talkies.
got color last week. It's awesome.
Okay. Everyone, it's time for Shadowcast Uncut's new segment called Ignorant Question Time. And I'll ask, Lenny, does Foster's really mean beer?
I don't know.
Do you hate?
We don't even drink that here.
That is actually what I've heard. Too.
All of that rubbish just gets sent overseas, and people love it apparently. But yeah, no.
I would like to go on record and thank you for the Outback Steakhouse. It is the cheese fries are a delight.
Your steak is awesome, man.
You are very welcome.
Ignorant question number 3, Bloomin' Onion. Did you guys create it? Because you.
I got one. Is Crocodile Dundee like Abraham Lincoln to us?
Yeah, well, he's going to be our next prime minister. So.
Fuck yeah.
You serious?
That's a knife.
No.
How did I buy it? I totally believe like Paul Hogan's like sitting there going, okay, I'll just do this.
That's a knife is still one of the baddest lines ever in a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Supergroup's still sponsoring me, so I ain't hating. So, as always, we got shirts, hoodies, and bumper stickers. Hit us up on the Facebook page, facebook.com/ShattercastUncut. And on to anybody get anything. Justin, go.
I got a ton of stuff.
Yes.
On my wedding night, I ended up getting a really awesome garter that is jazz colors with an Autobot logo on it, so that was pretty badass. Then I got a big pile of loot that came in, value unknown for anybody listening. I got the Generations Legends Combiner Wave 3, all the deluxes, so Rook, First Aid, Blades, yeah. I did not get the Voyagers, though, because I don't really want, what's his name? Cyclonus. I got the Legend set. If anybody wants to buy Warpath, he's totally available in his package. But my favorite is by far Viper, because he looks badass in those colors. Of course, Apollyon, Warbitron's Fierce Attack, however you say the DX9 Astro Train, the Warbitron X-Ray. Yeah. I got yeah. I got the Generations, that Million Publishing Go Shooter. I got that.
God, you got a Baldwin drop.
Yeah. I got
That's 6 seconds in.
Q Transformers Jazz, a MMC Fella Saber, and then the Rage of Hercules set was so well clearanced I couldn't help but buy another one of those. So I traded mine for more than it was worth and bought one again. So that's my drop. I Baldwined it this week.
It is pretty bald.
Wow. Money bags.
That was all your wedding money, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, some of that shit is mine.
Yeah, not anymore.
Hey, real quick, while I got you, I forgot to bring your proper gift, so it was. Remember, I told you there was more than just the cash.
Right.
He meant
I was wondering
butt
about
fucking.
that later. I'm like, I'm not going to ask him because I sound like kind of a dick if I was like,
hand jobs.
hey, you had said.
Are you coming here Sunday, by the way?
Oh, he's coming Sunday.
No,
that's
I
for
got
sure.
to upload on this weekend, so
All
I
right. Well,
did not make it this time.
it'll be here the next time you come out.
All right, fantastic. We're gonna go ahead and move on to Bobby. What'd you get this week?
I got Apollyon.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, here's my advice to anyone: just open them up, handle them a bit, pose them, put them on the shelf, and walk away, and you will be perfectly happy with your purchase.
And don't
Kronos.
buy the instructions because they're wrong.
Kronos.
It's not. I wasn't even happy just opening my Kronos. As soon as I got him out, I was like, oh no.
Oh no!
$150 statue. Good job, guys.
Skullface did not break his Apollyon. I know.
And I know. If anyone could write Matt and let him know, because we've tried to tell him, but he just doesn't listen, that statues don't actually move.
Yeah.
$150 statue is what it is.
To write him and let him know, we would appreciate it on our end.
My arm popped off a couple times while transforming it. Okay.
Oh! I'm on mine. The arm pops off so many times. If you made a drinking game out of it, you'd die.
Mine only did 6.
Mine did so many times, and I'm like, God damn it! In the middle of the review, I'm like, yep, there's no way I can edit that one out. So
he makes Ollie look good.
This is my humble opinion is the only difference between Apollyon and Kronos. Well, there's two. One is it's masterpiece Megatron, so everybody has a fucking boner for it. Everyone has been hungry for him a lot more than Jetfire, even though people were really looking forward to Jetfire. And two, the lip service that X-Transbots was giving all the customers. I think that made a big difference. I think part of the backlash with Kronos was just the the designer
disappearing.
Yeah,
going hiding.
I am the knight, and I'll take your money.
Thanks for the 160, losers. See you around.
I can finally pay off my Nissan 350Z.
I'm going to get myself a pack of Newports and a new Civic. And
No. I'm going to get myself a pack of 305 100s menthol and a Fiat. And then I'm going to Atlantic City. So long, Jesse.
I got. I also got the title. I also got the deluxes from Wave 3. I've only one I've taken out was Rook. I just couldn't be bothered with the others at the moment. Not that I'm trying to be that guy. It's just that it's a lot of work to open up this fucking. Guy. I'm sorry. It's just the packages suck and the comic gets all caught up in it. And it's just like, geez, I looked at it, I was like, is this even worth the effort at the moment? And I got.
What did you think of Rook? Real quick.
He's okay.
I don't think he's bad.
Yeah, he's okay.
Look at these cannons grafted into my knuckles. I think that's a great fit.
That's the only thing I'm like, I don't like that one.
But the thing is if these deluxes start going nationally for $20 a pop, definitely not worth it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got a SXS blurr because I'm a fucking idiot. Of course, it comes out the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you did not make a mistake.
I'm telling you, man. I think the Unique Toys one's going to be the better option.
It's not a regrettable purchase.
Oh, come on. That Unique Toys looks fucking sweet.
Unique Toys look retarded.
They're not mutually exclusive. I think you have an occasion where they are not mutually exclusive. You should have both. If Unique Toys is as good as SXS.
It will be. Unique Toys is fucking awesome.
And I got... Is that it? I think that's it.
Is that it? All right. Robert.
Kind of a drop.
What'd you get this week?
I got the 20th anniversary Transformers movie on DVD.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And has all the little factoids and stuff popping up during the movie. It's really fun. Did you know that after Ironhide was killed, that the scene where they're flying around Metroplex and everything in the big fight, you see Ironhide flying by. Makes no sense.
That's not Metroplex.
It's Japan, bro.
It actually is Metroplex. They originally were going to call him, whatchamacallit, see all these useless...
cities.
No, they were going to call him, oh my god, I can't believe I'm brain farting here. Fortress Maximus. They were going to call him Fort Max.
Jesus Christ.
Then they opted on Metroplex, but then they didn't even call him Metroplex.
Transform Autobot City.
No, it's not that. It is called Super Converting Robot Base Headquarters Supreme Squad, you fucking retard. God.
Yeah.
And guess what they called it? The little factoid bubble that came up when Devastator fucking slammed Sludge in the back.
Oh,
they called it the Looney Tunes. They called it the Looney Tunes moment.
Yeah.
I'm never get Sludge because of his eyes.
I know. I'm
I listened to that last week.
Because
that
it's crying.
That was so fucking gay. Robert, come on now. I'm not buying him because of the eyes. You ain't got to put the fuckers on.
I didn't say I wasn't buying him. I just said I was pissed off.
Just kidding, Robert. I love you.
Yeah. All right. Now that's out of the way.
Yeah.
What else we got? I got everyone. Our guest Lenny. Did you get anything this week?
Yeah, I picked up Feral Rex.
Congrats.
Bobby twisted my arm for about 6 months.
Welcome to the club.
And I picked up a Polyon yesterday.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. He's okay. I'll put him on the shelf. That'll do.
I like him a lot.
Feral Rex is amazing, though.
Yes,
that's fat.
I did have Ares, so I sold my Ares and then bought Feral Rex. So.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Good move.
All right.
That's the one thing TFC made that needed to be put out to pasture, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of like a stripper with a broken leg. She don't need to work no more. Bang!
It's funny because I had reached out to Lenny. I was like, because I thought we were going to be down 2 people this week, and I was like, look, I think we're going to be down 2 people. Would you like to come on for a guest spot? And he was like, fucking yes. And then he wrote back like 10 minutes later. He was like, am I finally getting an invite because I'm in the Feral Rex Club? Like, you have to have Feral Rex to be on Shadowcast. It's a prerequisite. Yeah, go ahead.
It is beautiful, though.
Go ahead and send your personal information as well as a picture with you standing next to your Feral Rex to shattercastonline@gmail.com. Yeah, he's great.
I want the most awkward stance ever next to that photo. Like, it's the one like, the turd's crowning, but I gotta pee too. Hurry, take the photo. High school.
I got my turn. You forgot me, Oscar. I'm sorry.
No.
That was deliberate.
The only thing I got was from my buddy Oscar was Motormaster. Yay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Oscar.
Yeah. You should thank me. Knocked out some 9-year-old kid for that shit. Never saw me coming.
That's what I do. They never do. They never fucking see you coming. Looking at it, and you just clothesline the shit out of them, and then they fucking start crying.
I came at him like a hurricane named Baldwin. I was like, and I just knocked that little shit on his ass.
You see
was that a hippo?
No, it was a.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
You see a kid like running towards the fucking toy aisle, and then Oscar comes like barreling down the aisle. He's first.
That's more like Justice. And then he's like, no, please, no. I just got out of chemo. Boom! Like, this is what you get. Welcome to the party, pal. Yeah.
And that's how Shadowcast takes it up.
Hey, I didn't say that shit.
Welcome to the fandom.
I would not go. What did Oscar get? What'd you get, Oscar?
I didn't get shit, man. I'm broke.
Oh.
Shipping a Motormaster set me
All right.
back.
Oh.
No, fixing a computer did, actually.
So, yeah.
Moving on, we have some somber news. Rest in peace to John Stephenson. He played Cup and Thundercracker.
Yeah.
He's also Huffer, I think, too. Wasn't he?
No one gives a shit about Huffer, Matt.
That's true. I know. I apologize. I'll go back to my fucking corner. I swear to God, I'm going back.
It is kind of sad. Like every year, more and more G1 people are fucking dying.
Yeah,
you know, it's
it
fucking.
is.
Meanwhile, those sick fucks from Beast Wars and Armada are still alive and kicking and doing real work and making money.
I met the guy who was Astro Train. Forgive me if I'm not good with names and all that, but
that's a Jack Angle, I think, wasn't it? No,
nerd.
my wife only had one Transformer as a kid. I don't know how she even stumbled across it, but she had Astro Train, so like she's like fond of him for whatever reason, which is ridiculous.
Because of the shape?
Hey!
Someone had to say it. I know somebody. People were thinking it. They were like walking on shells.
No.
That's the reason why they got Astro Train.
No.
Should have been Astro Train face.
I'm just kidding. I love your wife, man. She's awesome.
Yeah, my wife is
Giggity.
one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. But anyway, so I like intro. I was like, oh shit, like I want to get a picture with him and my wife, and like I went up to talk to him, and I was like, my wife was like a big fan of Astro Train, and like the look on his face of just absolute bewilderment, like between like probably not really hearing me clearly. Not knowing who the fuck Astro Train probably is,
Probably,
and like not understanding how my wife could have appreciated it was like it was all combined. It was something to marvel at. But he was a cool dude, though. Very cool.
Rest
All
in
right.
peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, way to start off a podcast. Thanks for dying, John Stephenson.
Yeah, thanks for bringing the show down, John.
Rumor has it he was last seen at a Toys R Us holding a Motormaster before Oscars.
Actually, it was a Walmart. Get your facts straight. That's what happens when you fucking marry a beautiful woman, son of a bitch. Anyway, moving on. X2 Toys add-on kit for Masterpiece Ultra Magnus.
And now this thing is just more like so you can articulate the shoulders a bit more.
I love this idea.
I don't have that issue with my stacks, Robert.
And it's a gun extension.
Yes.
Compensating for something, Robert?
So I guess you can move them. I guess you can move them out more, like he's doing a fan or something or some shit.
I adore this idea because that's like the one thing I can't stand about that toy is MP10 nailed the shoulder movement, and then this one, just to that like one click, I'm like, what the hell is this? Like that's not right.
So are you gonna have to do some retooling with it or anything? Or are you going to take some shit off or something? Or
looks like you got to take it apart.
Yeah, I can't expect it to be too complicated though, because like none of these companies would do well to put out a kit that you have to like hammer out pegs or anything. So, it has to be okay.
Like you have to.
I mean, it's possible, but I don't think they do. They won't do well if that's the case. But whatever, I'll buy mine and fix mine. And
I'm gonna bring that to TFCon, and you will be working, Justin.
Yeah, guess what?
Yeah, I'll send you mine as well, Justin.
That sounds good. If you want to send it, I have no problems.
You guys have screwed me in the near future. If I need him to fix anything for me, he'll no longer do it now.
I'll be backed up. Yeah, I know.
That's why I keep trying to invite him over for cookouts and shit, but he keeps having quote unquote things come up.
Yep.
I know. No, motherfucker, you probably got 13 things to fix.
I understand your game. So.
I'll feed you. Come on.
Yeah.
So his articulation, seriously, is that limited? That he can't even open his own chest like Prime can? Like it's just that.
Yeah, I don't think he can. No, I don't think so.
No, he can't. No.
Wow, man, my stacks can do that. Robert.
Fuck stacks.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that is like Justin said, like it is like the weak link articulation wise for this guy. So it makes sense that I fucking never underestimate the ability for a third party to piggyback, man. Like they will fucking do anything, like which I think is cool because it keeps people on their game. But
it's a good upgrade. I mean, and there's a lot of people who are out there who are gonna, there's a lot of people who think like, oh, this is what third party should be doing, and for them, there you go, they did something.
That's their place.
Yeah, exactly.
Right there in the back.
People.
Vehicle mode or nothing.
I don't know if it's that important to me. Where I guess it depends on the price and my free time, but
I think it's on pre-order right now. I think it's $25 or $30. I think.
Is it on pre-order?
Warbitron.
I think so.
Yeah, I pre-ordered them. I pre-ordered that.
Did you?
Warbitron popped my cherry when it comes to that stuff. I'm fine if I have to take the shoulder apart and install a joint.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's only $15.
Oh, 15? Okay. I knew it was on for pre-order, but.
Yeah, what's the difference? So there's two of them. There's a white version and then just the upgrade kit. What's the difference? I don't know.
White. There's the upgrade kit and then there's the white version. What's the difference?
Yeah.
The white.
Besides racism? I don't
Besides
know.
racism.
You tell me. Sick bastards. I swear to God.
Yeah, $15. That's not bad at all. Oh! The white version is that the extension for the gun will be white. Yeah, that's all. The other one makes it blue.
Oh, that's good.
Am I supposed to get this fly out of my soup?
Is that History of the World?
No, that's it's from Coming to America.
Oh, my bad.
Wow.
That's a good movie too. Fuck you. I don't care.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
No one's seen Hitler on Ice in forever, Matthew. Okay? So, fuck you.
Fuck
Gross,
you,
dude.
Make Toys Yellow Giant box set reissue.
Oh, look at that. Stepping on my toes now with your
My
size 5 feet.
Yeah, I am kind of short.
Midget. No, anyway, so Makato's is reissuing the Yellow Giant, the G2 Devastator. I'm sorry, not Devastator. You don't want to upset the hardcore 3P purists. They are reissuing that, which is actually pretty cool. I remember when they first came out, they were adequately priced for their set. So, does anyone plan on picking this up?
No.
Okay.
I didn't pick the one up, so.
I sold my yellow one to get the G1 version, and then some. So yeah, I don't really need these again.
Yeah, I don't.
Is the price
I mean,
the same?
I have the one. I have the G1 one, but like, do you know where my G1, like the green giant, sits on my shelf? He doesn't even sit with my Transformers. He sits on another shelf that I have where like my graphic novels are, and he's used as a bookend.
Wow.
And it's not because I hate him or anything. It's just that he just doesn't work well for my collection. One day I'm hoping to have the space to display him separated in vehicle mode. Maybe, I don't know. It's just not the right size for me, so to speak.
If you don't have like a
So to
classics collection or something to use them with, he's hard to fit in anywhere.
He's talking about Justin's penis.
Anyway, yeah. Well,
I thought so difficult to fit in. That's all.
And I think that this is a dated kind of toy now in the third party world.
Yeah.
That like I would be surprised if we didn't see somebody try to tackle a proper Devastator within the next 3 years.
Warbotron.
Warbotron or somebody else, like, because
I hope not.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it in the list of questions. But like, if you think about it, like masterpiece wise, like after Fans Toys finishes these Insecticons, we'll have masterpiece versions of all the G1 cons, with the exception of the Constructicons, of all the season 1 G1 cons.
Oh.
If you want to call them
nipples got
masterpieces. Masterpieces of shit, because Warbotrons. Oh yeah, gross, dude. I could like hear you.
Warbotrон is fucking awesome.
Shut your awesome.
Oh, it's awesome, like whipped cream on hot dogs.
Do you have a giant, Lenny?
No, I don't. I've got Hercules.
Yeah.
Good job. God damn, I want to high five you.
Don't fall for it, man. They'll take your wallet.
Oh well.
You know what? How times change. I remember 2 Christmases ago, Bobby, you were disappointed because you didn't get something for Christmas.
Yep. Yeah,
Giant.
it was actually it was Christmas and birthday. I thought I was going to get that bitch on my birthday, and that was when my dad. Like, okay, so I'll tell the story again. It's worth telling. So, like, I had name dropped Giant for what I wanted for my birthday, my birthday, and I thought I was going to get it. And I came downstairs, and my wife had like a few gifts for me. I opened them up, and it wasn't there. So I was like, okay, whatever. And I was like, oh, what a bummer, but I'll pick them up when I get them. So, like, I went upstairs, took a shower, cleaned up, did all that. I come back downstairs, and there's another box wrapped in the middle of the floor. I was like, fuck, the special gift. It's always the special gift that's the greatest. And, like, I opened it.
My special gift would be my parents being alive.
I ran over to it. And I was like, and I was like, ooh, what's this? And she was like, oh, this is one from your father that I forgot to bring out. And then I was like, oh, probably not Giant. And then I opened it up, and it was like a fucking Star Wars Lego set of Jabba's palace.
Ha! Owned by the old man.
And I called my dad, like, and I was like, to thank him for it or whatever. Like, I sold it like a week later, but like, you know, I was like, hey, thanks for the Lego. He's like, yeah, I saw it at the Walmart, Bob, and I thought to myself, nerds, right?
Then I killed the man because I cut the deck. Right, son? Hello? You must really like it, honey. You must really like it.
So, yeah. There's that. Okay. But, yeah, I don't know. It seems a little late in the game for a yellow giant reissue, but...
Oh, you're a little late in the game for fucking yellow giant cum dumpster.
Especially how much it's going to be, probably about $400.
No, fuck no. I would
I'd probably pull that shit and be like fucking $399.98. They go, let's get $400. I'll give you the deal.
I'm thinking $350 tops.
Yeah, they can't. I don't think they can do more than that at this point.
If they do that, I may shoot for it.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was closer to 300. Actually,
they did it for 200. If they did it for 200, I might do it.
My gut's telling me that somebody's going to do a real MP Devastator, and you know, because
Takara.
Or Warbitron, or maybe Fans Toys.
Maybe Warbitron will stop making shit. You know.
Wow.
Why do you hate Warbitron so much?
Because you love them, and I hate you. Thug life.
Thug life.
And speaking of thug life, God, these guys are assholes. MMC Ocular Maximus Pro. That's his name.
Oh, you forgot the
MMC Ocular Maximus.
Hey, what about Fans Want It?
Yeah, we missed one.
Oh, did I? Not like it was.
And you're gonna like it too. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, you know what's ironic about this set is that this company is called Fans Want It.
Yeah, I was about to ask, have they made any products that anybody actually wanted?
Who has been like
the recipients of the Baldwin household?
Do you?
Like, well, I gotta say, you know,
my life is 98% complete, but what would take it to 100? A shield and a sword for the G1 looking movie Optimus.
Fuck yeah. Hell Hasbro.
Fuck.
Oh, wait, this ain't Hasbro.
Dark of the Moon. No, this is Dark of the Moon Optimus.
Is it?
Right.
It looks like the...
It's the whatever the most recent movie was called. What the hell was it called?
Age of Extinction.
Yeah,
well,
it was that.
The page says Dark
Age of Erection.
I guess they just didn't have one handy, so they're like, this guy could hold it. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it is the Age of Extinction one though, right? That G1 style.
Yeah.
Okay.
They made they made a Starscream set. I think their first little things was a Starscream set. I thought about picking up, but I didn't. But I don't think they put anything out that anybody's really wanting. So I don't know why they call Fans Want It.
They have put out. Let's see.
Did they put out later Starscream something?
Yeah, Rocket Pack for Leader.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Cannons for Revenge of the Fallen.
Ironhide.
Fuck yeah.
Some wings for Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime.
Hell yeah.
And that's all I can find right now.
Are you jerking off?
Fuck yeah.
Speaking of rocket packs, I don't think that was in our notes. The MPB rocket pack.
Yeah,
thing?
it wasn't.
Oh, excuse me, fucking Robert. Sorry. God.
How didn't vote you on?
Yeah.
They voted against you and for the guy in the chicken suit.
Yeah.
That sells fried chicken, motherfucker.
Is anybody interested in that rocket pack for MPB?
I'm not.
Oh
no.
Did he have a rocket pack anywhere in the episode? Anywhere, or is this just like?
Yeah, G1 he did, I think, didn't he?
I don't know.
That's what
I'm asking you.
He stole it off of
Sideswipe. Oh, it's Sideswipe? Okay.
That's about the only use Sideswipe ever had in that cartoon show.
Give
me your backpack, Sideswipe.
It was Sideswipe and Ironhide, and they were one episode they were flying around. But before they were flying around without the jetpacks, then they needed the jetpacks. So that made a lot of fucking sense.
And they kept calling each other bro, which was before bro was cool, so, you know.
Really?
But yeah.
That's awesome.
They're like, come on, bro, you got it, bro. And it's like, then it's like, bro! Downwards from there.
That's actually pretty awesome.
What we got?
Yeah, I wish they were vaping while they did it.
Oh,
bro.
Okay.
Bro. Oh, sweet vape juice, bro.
You call this a macchiato?
Lenny, you haven't chimed in on anything.
Yeah, Lenny, what's going on?
I'm not going to pick any of those things up. They don't really interest me.
There you go.
I don't need a backpack for my Bumblebee. It's already a shitty toy. I don't need to make it more shitty.
Oh, come on.
Oh, whoa.
Come on.
What a snobby motherfucker! I love.
Do you have the Toy World one?
I had the Toy World one.
Do you prefer that one?
Actually, no. I had the Toy World Gold Bug, and then I sold it and got the Toy World one recently. But I didn't mind it. I don't know. I just feel like the Bumblebee, the MP Bumblebee's unfinished. They didn't quite.
Forearms.
Yeah, there's that, and the streaky paint, and yeah.
Forearms were a bummer.
And the douchey face.
Voting
Say it.
Lenny off of the island.
Thanks for having me.
I like what I hear from our Aussie friends so far. Right on.
All
right, now I can keep this page open now. It's MMC's Ocular Maximus Pro.
That's fucking Defensor.
Their version of Defensor, which is going to be huge.
Fuck TSC, the derpy derp, and this is fucking hotspot right there.
Hey, don't knock TFC, the wedding combiner. His memories. I'll sell that shit in a heartbeat.
This is going to be MMC's first Scramble Cities type combiner, right?
I have not read the article because I'm a Transformer fan, so no, I don't know.
I mean, their only combiner thus far is Predaking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have they said that though?
What?
That it's going to be Scramble City?
Well, I don't know that. I was just commenting on in reference of have they done anything else besides Predaking combiner wise?
Oh no, combiner wise no. But I, in my opinion, they shouldn't do it Scramble City.
No, I don't think they should either. I'm perfectly
because
fine
what you
not doing
do,
it that way.
what happens if they do end up with doing that is that you get the same shit Warbotron makes. Oh, I like the way I just nailed it.
I don't think Warbotron isn't Scramble City.
It's like I took Warbotron out to dinner, and then we had a nice long walk around the beach, and
then you
laid Warbotron down, and I'm just like, "Are you ready for this
Warbotron-
to happen?" And Warbotron's like, "I'm ready." I'm like, "It's too bad because I'm married," and then I run away. And then
Warbotron's fantastic, man.
Warbotron is fantastic.
Warbotron it is.
Lenny, you're
this hotspot.
Yeah, you'd be happy to know, Oscar, that mine came with 2 left feet and one of the ratchets broke on the first day.
You regained.
But I still love it.
All he means is that he can't dance.
Yeah.
It can stand there and look pretty.
It has moves like Jagger. Ooh.
Yeah, it just looks like he has a broken ankle. It's fine.
Pretty girl.
He's got a broken ankle. Come along, Swindle. I'm coming. God, this is fucking painful.
I'm all in on this fucking MMC thing. If they look like this, I know that
I'm
it's
gonna wait
drawings,
for you,
but
man, because my TFC, I like it. So, I'll wait for you to see how this looks because it looks like he's got an Optimus Prime-esque face.
Yeah, I thought when I first saw the picture, I thought it was I don't know whatever one that was.
Prime.
All right, Prime Fire Convoy.
Yeah.
One issue here is his Hexatron hips.
What'd you say?
A lot of TFC toys have Hexatron hips. Love her.
He's got Hexatron hips. Like they didn't upgrade the. Looks like they didn't upgrade the design.
What a deal breaker because Hexatron was a hunk of shit.
Yeah, it's not a deal breaker. I'm just being nitpicky, but that's one thing my eye went to. I'm like, didn't give the guy like a.
Oh, you're comparing Sludge Cartoon Eyes with Jar Jar Binks, man. Misa, sorry.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get this set. I know I am. I don't have the self control not to.
I am. I gotta have a Defensor, and that's gonna be.
Oh man, same dudes that made Predaking are making this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to get Guardia by Maki Toys, Matthew.
I may get that one, but I may get this one too. I'm definitely on this one. If they look like that, I'll definitely get that. It looks more. That looks G1 more than the fucking TSC one does.
Hey, Oscar, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You have a problem with people that say Takara, right?
Takara.
So why do you say Make Toys?
Hey, Oscar, good point.
Hey, I used to say make toys all the time, but it's like the words aren't separated by a space. They're together, so it's Make Toys. I might as well appease the douchebags that are apparently, weeaboos, and go ahead and help them out. See that? It's called a recovery. I'll teach you, Robert, and you too, Bobby. I'll teach the two of you. You'll learn it good from me's. You picking this up, Lenny? You writing this down? Get notes, son.
Yeah.
There's tests.
Taking notes.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, if you ever wanted to, if you wanted to overspend over $100 for a unique toys figure, now's the time because they've done Y02 Runman.
Oh, fucking yes!
It's like you should be hearing like an MC Hammer song. Here come the hammer. Here come the hammer. $102.99. Lose money.
This is my blur.
What is he, a fucking Power Master or what? What's this? Because he's got a...
No, he's a fucking Target Master.
He's a Target Master blur.
Yeah.
That totally justifies the $102 price tag.
Well, how much is the SXS one?
About $109.
I don't know. You just bought it.
I know, but like that
money bag.
I don't look at prices. I just enter them in my card, put in my
Yeah.
credit card number.
Bobby has so much money, he doesn't even know how much the stuff just costs.
See, I told you. Both the ball and drop, the Bobby B drop. Bobby B.
Yeah, no, I don't pay a whole lot of money. I do pay a whole lot of money. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to price tags anymore.
You only care about add to cart and if it's in stock, ready to ship.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta worry about.
I live shipping notice to shipping notice.
If these are, now is this going to be the MP? Is this going to be MP size, or are they going to be like the Blaster and Galvatron size?
Probably the Blaster Galvatron size.
Thank God, that's going to be fucking awesome. Yes, fuck yeah. Fat.
I don't know. It's hard to say though. I mean, given that everything seems to have shifted to MP size, do you really think that's what they're going to stick with?
Yeah, that's how much they sold fucking Galvatron for when he came out.
Yeah,
but then Blaster was actually really inexpensive, which is why I was kind of excited about this. So I got that pre-order notification from TF Source. So I was like, "Whoa, that much for that?" Because he comes with a gun, it's a fucking bot. Come on, man. Even Tempest was a better deal at that at full price. I went there.
Just look at the side view, man. It's not no backpack at all, really. I mean, there's a little bit up right there, but he just looks nice.
The SXX looks good too from the back.
I don't know. Like this. This is the blur. This is the blur I wanted. This is the blur I wanted. This is the blur I should have gone with.
What do you mean? Why can't you have two?
I mean, I can, Robert, but I mean, I shouldn't have.
Why? Wait. Wouldn't that other blur be on your
It's okay, dude. He'll just sell it to me. Right, Bobby? I got you.
This is your G1 blur, and the SXS is your IDW blur.
Not helping.
Dude, it's cool, Bobby. I'll buy the other one off you, all right?
All right.
$45.
Because I know
I've got the SXS, and I love it. I don't think I'll go for this one.
I like the SXS too. I really do, but I really like this better.
That's why you buy two.
Oh, he looks nice.
That's why we have shelves.
There you go.
Only thing that bothers me a bit is this open cab of a race car.
He's a convertible. Gosh, that's different.
But the Target Master does ride in him, so that kind of makes it good.
They might put a cover on him. Who knows? If they could.
I think they will because he's looking a little bit flat. I think they'll add something onto it.
Ooh, okay.
In robot mode, he just doesn't look like he's filled out enough in a way.
Yeah, I can see that.
He needs some man boobs. Is what he needs.
Yeah.
He's got not for nothing. He's got a long pelvis. You know what I mean?
Hey, look at that schlong. Yeah.
Man, Wingblade is in trouble. When I buy this toy, they're gonna fuck like rabbits.
I'm getting it. Hey, he's good. He's bought. Pre-order.
Like I said, Bobby, I'll buy your SXX off you if you're feeling that hard up for cash and you just don't feel like clicking the enter and save my whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll buy it off you too. Just don't bother looking at your PayPal account because you don't really care about how much it costs. So
there you go.
Yeah, hey, you're right.
That shipping notice.
Go ahead and start shipping it.
I only care on the return. I only care on the return.
I know it's not from a pet-free, smoke-free home because you vape.
Oh yeah, it's from.
It smells like Cinnabons.
It's from a smoke-free home, not a vape-free home. I had to put that in the eBay.
Is this Jack Daniels? I got a Jack Daniels vape. Want pre-ordered.
Yeah, but I think the line work looks good. I think I don't know. I mean, I like the SXS one. I've only messed with them a bit. I haven't transformed or anything, but like, I like this better.
I hope the coloring is good. I hope they do.
And I think that adding the Target Master was a no-brainer. I think that SXS should. Well, I guess SXS is only going for the IDW look. That's cool because like originally they did Gears and they were kind of going for the shit look, and then now they're going for the IDW look.
We went from crap to hey, let's try this shit out.
Yeah.
What do we have to lose? Oh, dignity. Dignity. So yeah, this looks okay. I mean, Matthew's excited about it. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right, Matthew?
High five.
Bobby, forgive me. I just forgot. Your blur came in?
Yeah.
You haven't transformed yet?
No, I haven't had the time. I fucking Apollyon.
And then first world problems.
You not hear his fucking drop? God dang, man. He ain't got time.
First world problems.
Wow. I could literally hear Matt surgically attach his lips to your ass. So that's cool.
Oh.
I did get him out of the box and, muck about with him a bit, but I haven't, done anything properly with him.
That first transformation is a bear, but after that, it's fun.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. That's why I was going to have him for tomorrow, but I was like, man, after Apollyon, I'm just going to fuck with this Rook.
No, what's cool about it?
Let me fuck with the ugliest Protectobot.
Yeah, exactly.
What's cool about him is the first time the transformation's horrible, but then it becomes really fun. Like I transformed him 20 times after that.
Oh, really?
What do you think? What do you think, Lenny?
I'll buy Roberts for $30.
Yeah,
No,
he was quite easy to transform. I didn't mind it, and he looks awesome in alt mode. So I dig it.
Did you have trouble the first time through?
No. I think I watched someone's review.
Bobby.
Wasn't Bobby.
No, wait, Bobby didn't do it.
Wasn't me.
It was Justin, probably. Oh, no. He starts his from vehicle mode. I'm like a jerk.
Yeah. You know.
Sick animal.
What we got next?
Coming up next is an upgrade kit for Generations Chromia and RC because they need it.
I think it was, I don't know who said this, but they said something about why they start making kitchen utensils for RC and Chromia. I want to say it was Chris Ramirez. I think it was him or something. He said something about why they start making kitchen because you got that big old saw with the RC. It was like a fucking steak knife or something.
Well, ain't he divorced or something? That's probably why.
I don't know. But it was hilarious.
Come with a making a sandwich accessory pack.
Oh God! Goodbye, female listeners. We appreciated your respect as you, huh?
The whole one.
There is one.
There's 2, I believe, that listen to us.
All right.
Nice.
Hey, ladies.
Hey, ladies.
There's Lenny. Listen to my creamy voice. You like that? You think that's hot? Check your underwear. You're welcome.
Anybody getting these? Yeah.
You need those figures first, and I don't have them.
Yeah, I don't see the need. I couldn't dump any more money into it. This is just me, and this is not to piss off the fanboys or anything. But I can't justify dumping more money into a deluxe. I don't like any of them enough.
No offense, Matt.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. The only money I can put money into is my sweet deluxe, which is the one on this show. But for the ones you can buy in the store,
he has a slot for loose change.
Yeah, it's just not. I can't justify. I already feel like $15 to $20 is a bit much, and why the fuck do I need to give her that battle axe? It's not.
Why the medieval shit? I don't understand why they're not medieval. I don't know. You got the shield and the axe.
In the comics, is this how she rolls in the comics? I don't even know.
No, she don't roll like that in the comics, dude. She has a sword, but it's nothing like this extreme.
Right.
You know? Is that you cheated on me, you son of a bitch?
Yeah. Easy passes.
C-dubs now cost $22 in change in New York.
Yep, they cost here in Arkansas too at Toys R Us, $20.
$30 in Australia.
God damn.
That's incredible, dude. There's no wonder why for me, why you would skip on this. This is barely worth 15, let alone 30. And I don't know what 30 means in American money. Probably 50.
No, it's the other way. So I think 30 Australian is like 25 American. So it's probably about the same. But Hasbro does give us a good raping over here. Like, I sent you a photo yesterday of that Marvel 3-pack for $100 at Toys R Us.
What?
The Nick Fury one.
Coulson?
Yeah.
Wow.
$100.
And that set is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's just so plain.
Which is also the same set that made everyone know about Bobby's phobia of people that are cross-eyed. Man, that is fucked up, man.
I do have a bit of a phobia against cross-eyed.
That is just fucked up.
My secretary is cross-eyed, actually.
Whoa.
Really?
Is she there?
Yeah. No, she's not.
Does she ever have like a lot of typos by accident?
Take a picture.
Does she ever mean to hand you something that just falls on the floor? Here's your coffee, Mr. D.
It's
all right, Wanda.
Did she ever eat it off your plate by accident?
She ever
Bitch, why eat my mashed potatoes?
She ever complain about that same puddle in the bathroom because she keeps pissing the toilet? It's that up north humor, man. It's priceless.
She's more of a receptionist.
No, I'm sure she's a lovely lady.
She's in the room like, you're telling them our secrets.
She's actually a little racist.
She suck your balls or something?
She's actually made oddly off-comment, like racial comments to me.
Really?
And I've been like, what the fuck? Like, you know, oh, I knew it was your client.
Maybe she was looking at somebody else and she thought, she was talking to somebody else and not you.
What did she say?
No, she'd be like, I knew it was your client. You know, like, why? Because he's black? What the fuck? You know?
Well,
like, little off like that.
Yeah. Robert, come on now.
See, maybe it's not that, though. We do live in a world where it's like, like sometimes like I see people struggle with it over like nonsensical things. Like I see people that aren't often around black people, like be in a room with black people, and somebody be like, "What's your favorite color?" Or like, "What color do you think this is?" Looks black,
African American.
Dark. It looks like a really dark grayish, blackish, dark grayish. Like, dude, black is not a dirty word. It's okay to say it.
Yeah. No, you know when it's weird.
Yeah, you do. And it is weird when you are around. Like this has only happened to me a few times, but when you I grew up in a very diverse neighborhood. Little biography session. So I grew up in a very diverse neighborhood, but most of the kids that were there was no kids my age in my neighborhood, so there was a few kids that were older than me, and they were black kids, and then there was a few kids that were younger than me, and they were white kids. And in my age group, you don't want to hang out with the young kids because then you're a loser. You want to hang out with the older kids, so you're fucking cool. So I hung out with all these black kids when I was a young lad, and most of we just grew up in the same neighborhood. So it wasn't until much later that I started being around a lot of white people, and it did surprise me when you would have a moment with a white person where they would open up to you about their racism, in a way, they would I don't know if any of you have ever had that experience, and you have to be like, yeah, no, I don't feel that way, man, sorry, and then the shit gets awkward.
My favorite one. Now go ahead, Robert.
My wife's black, and right. I mean, she doesn't necessarily look black. She's West Indian, and when we're in certain circles, people will start fucking making comments, thinking that there's no black people here, and they start making certain comments. We just get the fuck up and leave. I mean, that's very uncomfortable. But we're like, hey, fuck you, you're cut off.
Oh, see, up north it's weird. They're more kind of they basically slip up the way Robert just explained. But down here, it's you gotta love it when I was a boss man over at the beer company. You'd hear we had these two guys, Derek, one white, one black. So I'd be like, yeah, let's go ahead and get Derek on that route there, Oscar, and then we'll he would look to his left, look to his right. We'll get Black Derek on that other route, and then we'll go from there. I'm like, there's no need to say Black Derek. They have last names. You can differentiate them from that way. And he's just like, nah, yeah, I just it's saying Black Derek. That's okay, right? It's not racism, right? It's not like I'm calling him the N-word. No, it's fine, I guess. Yeah, it's cool.
The funny thing is, it wouldn't have been if he didn't say it like that.
Yeah, but he just leaned in and was like, Black Derek. You know, it's like,
well, Black Derek.
It's like, and the worst part is, it's like you'd think he'd bump into him in the hallway. He'd be like, "Oh, hey, hey, Derek, how's it going?" Derek, like, whatever. So, you like hip hop?
I'll tell you. So what do you think about the Emancipation Proclamation? But like I had a friend of mine. Well, it's like my buddy Adam. Like we've been friends since 6th grade, and then like in our circle of friends, we had like another Adam come in, and he was black. So like we call him Black Adam. But he's also like a big superhero nerd. So like it's also like an homage to Black Adam. But like we were around some people that didn't really know us, and we were like making plans. I was like, no, me and Black Adam are gonna go there, and then Adam, you and Mike go down, and then like somebody else was like, why isn't he White Adam? And it's like, no.
You read the comic books, you.
No. It was more so because see, Adam was here first. Now, if Black Adam had been there first, he would have been Adam, and the other one would have been White Adam. But not everything, like is racist just because. But yeah. Fuck.
How the fuck did we get here? Jesus, this is from what? Beelzeboss?
Sexist comments that were made earlier regarding the beelzeboss upgrade said for Iron Lady.
Yeah, we're gonna have look forward to the Shattered Cast political correctness show, which is coming.
Sounds like we need a public service announcement.
First
Shattered Politics.
First quarter 2017.
That can be a real fucking downer. Jesus.
Let me throw out there that
you in.
If you were gonna call White Adam, if he came second, you really missed it. Should have just called him Shazam. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Shazam.
All right, Deluxe Groove coming, and Matt spelled it the way you think he did.
Damn it!
That ain't you. That was me. I totally did it. He wrote it right.
That was excellent.
That was me. Did it.
Some Deluxe news.
Wait. Are you sure I didn't put that in?
I'm pretty sure because I did it. I laughed when I did it.
So anyway, that's cool. I leave it to Takara to fix, the obvious issues. I don't know why they wouldn't have just planned this way in the first place, but
I don't know why either.
They don't have to, Bobby. They're fucking Hasbro.
Yeah. You know what?
Respect.
I actually do not mind Groove being a chest plate because I always hate that.
Yeah, you have a scale issue. You have a scale issue. But
that's just me.
That TFC fixed it.
I love when Lenny takes pictures of like shitty looking Hasbro figures and like and then writes "nailed it" underneath. It's my favorite.
I gotta share my love for Hasbro. I don't have any Hasbro toys. Wait, I've got the Hasbro Thundercracker and
what the hell?
And Acid Storm. Yeah.
Have you not seen MP or anything? I mean, have you not been introduced to the fucking shit of MP?
Yeah, by Takara.
Yeah, he's got the Takara with the exception of Thundercracker.
It's Takara.
I'll tell you what, when you come to Arkansas, which I'm sure you plan to do in the future.
Because if you're from Australia and you come to America, top of your list, New York
City,
Arkansas. Number 2, Arkansas.
I think I've been, actually.
Bill Clinton was from here, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You can come and stay with me, and you can look at my stuff, and you will just marvel at the.
You guys can lay down on his floor and just spoon. He'll nuzzle his chin and up against your ear, going, "You like that shit? That's that Hasbro Thunder." And you're gonna be like, "I hope that's a flashlight."
Many people have actually died in Matt's collector's room because one of the games that you have to play is you have to take a shot for every ball joint in the room. And
you'll die. You'll straighten this kill over.
Alcohol poisoning.
That's just one shelf, all right? I got tons of shelves.
And then
one shelf, you're killed over.
And if you don't move, Matt will just sit there and go, "Hey, if you don't want me to eat you, just wake up right now." All right, my man.
Oh God. Okay. So yeah, we just got a silhouette of Groove, so nothing really exciting, but at least we know that it will be fixed.
You know what? You know what's interesting to me? Now even Takara is getting in on this silhouette game.
Yeah, that is. Does anyone think that? Does anyone have high hopes for this combiner?
For the Takara one, yeah.
See, I think this is going to be a piece of shit. Like I don't know for sure.
You're negative, Nelly.
No, I'm not. Like I think that this is gonna fit. I think this is gonna feel a lot more like Menasor than Superion.
You're
Just
so
from looking-
cynical.
Just from looking at it.
What a douchebag.
I have seen the torso. I have made diagrams of the torso. I have no high hopes for this.
I love that Photoshop job too.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the Superior, the blah. This is the figure we were used to, and this is what you're getting.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong, and if I am, I'll be the first to admit it. But I just got a feeling that this is going to be a floptopus.
I don't think you can be wrong though. I mean, like, unless Takara comes back and actually changes hotspot, like, there's no way that it's going to be any better.
It just doesn't look stable to me. But
It doesn't look like defencor to me,
Well, yeah, it doesn't look. I'm not even talking about aesthetics. I'm talking about just
how loose and everything.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. Now, the real exciting news.
These look like they're on stilts.
R.I.D. Titan class.
Holy shit! I didn't look at the pictures, man. Oh my god, they're on stilts.
Now look.
Is so
There's somebody right now listening to this being like, they're for the kids, you fucking idiots. And let me tell you something. I know it still doesn't mean it's any less stupid.
You know, if you buy this for your child, this is considered child abuse. Come on, son. I got you Optimus Prime right here. You know what, Dad? I think I'd rather go in the guy that has free candy written on his van. Goodbye. What's wrong? I got you a fucking Bumblebee. Oh, you little shit.
So, have you seen these, Lenny?
No, I haven't. I haven't even seen an episode of the cartoon.
Are you looking at the pictures now? Have you got a link to it?
I'm not getting any of your links.
Okay.
They change it to vehicles?
I knew you would have most of the third-party stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
they trade.
Post this link into in the chat so you can take a look at this because this is nailed it.
The thing that gets me about these is, like, I know it's for the kids and all that crap, but, like, the kids they show in the pictures are, like, borderline, like, past the point of playing with toys, and, like, like, these are, like...
Yeah, I know. It is awkward, right?
Yeah.
They're like, do I try cigarettes for the first time? Or
play with this
Titan class?
Hey, look at my mom. Stuff their needles laying around. Better play with those instead of this shit.
Oh, wow.
You know that kid wants to play. He thought, man, I thought it was a fucking iPad. Shit.
How big is this? Is this Legend scale?
No,
Titan.
this is Titan.
These are huge.
They're almost 12 inches, man.
With no elbows.
Just like me.
My favorite picture is picture 7 here. Like, look at that kid, and like look at this smile. Like, there's no way that anything he's doing is like genuine enjoyment of that toy. No way.
It's one of those smiles where the photographer has a guy in the side holding a puppy with a loaded gun next to its head. He's going to just
smile, or we'll kill this puppy right in front
sell
of
it, or I'm going to kill your fucking dog. Okay, I'm going to do it. Get in my van.
See that they had him dressed like Bumblebee when he's handling Optimus, and they had him dressed like Optimus while he was handling Bumblebee.
Didn't even notice that.
That's interesting, Robert.
God damn it, Robert! I love you.
I know.
Someone needs to beat that kid.
Clearly, I would not have tried because one's a member of the Latin Kings while the other's a member of the Crips. So,
I get it.
By colors.
I see what you did there.
You like that?
Yep.
Hey, guess what? Museum line? Question mark.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're doing some statues. I think Apollyon's in this one. No, that was funny.
Do these transform?
No, they're just statues, just like that Apollyon.
Are you 100% sure on that?
Let me see.
I think these might transform.
No.
They released 2 figures.
They do. If you look at Bumblebee's arms, I'm pretty sure they come up over his head and then his legs flip back.
Wait, what are you talking about? Are you talking about the
Titans?
The Titans? Oh no, we moved on, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Catch up.
Yeah, but they do transform. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do catch. Yeah, they do transform. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Sorry. All right, museum line. What is this?
Prime One Studios. They've released Museum Line Master Line series. Today they only released 2 figures, Optimus Prime and Megatron, but they have an entire line plan spanning all 4 Transformer movies.
Yes.
Also today shows a preview of Transformers movie 07 Jazz. We'll update as more info becomes available.
Do we get the 1-piece or the 2-piece with Jazz? And
Are these statues?
Yes, Apollyon's in there. That's what. We see Apollyon in the 4th movie.
Magnar, fucking dick.
Yeah, I know.
Do they have any pictures of these things? Like they said, like look at the
Not
preview
yet.
of Jazz, but yeah.
No, they didn't show. The only thing they show is Prime. This little. I think that's Prime. Or is that Jazz?
That is Jazz. That is not Prime.
Okay.
He's one of the other gray colored Transformers from the movie lines. Remember them? How very few there were of them. That's sorry.
Devastator?
No.
Sorry. I don't know why. I'll put this in. I saw it.
Yeah, no worries.
It's a $1,500 fuck up right there. That's what that is.
Yeah. So nobody will get these.
So anyway, discussions for the week. What we have is talking about our retailers of choice, why we use who we use, and what we look for in a retailer, and what we like in customer service, and et cetera, et cetera. So it's interesting that we have Lenny on because he uses different folks than most of us use from being in that part of the world. But so the two big ones are TF Stores and Big Bad Toy Store, right? Yep. So
yeah.
Does any one of us use a retailer regularly outside of that?
Yes.
Who do you use, Robert?
Always.
Well,
I'll
yeah,
go
I know Lenny. I know you use.
He said always.
Right. What do you use?
I use Chumung Mung.
Oh, do you?
I think. Yeah. He gets
regularly.
Yeah,
I know.
he gets figures. Huh?
Go ahead.
No, he gets figures pretty early, and the only issue is the shipping. But if you get a nice pile going, you just put it all in one basket, and you kind of have to purchase everything at once, like one shopping cart. If you check out, then that's it for the shipping on whatever you checked out on. But you get everything into a nice shopping cart, and he ships it, and it comes relatively quickly as long as you're not around Chinese New Year. That's the only real headache there.
Yeah.
Does it come packed with that damn Chinese styrofoam? The kind that's like made out of little balls that gets all over your house.
No, it's bubble wrap, and it's real solid.
It's also known as petrified children tears. Very popular packing material in China.
I got some shit from China one time, and it was just it came in a styrofoam box that was just like package taped all the way around. It looked like a brick.
Right. And then you open it up, and then there's crap all over everything.
Chumung Mung comes real solidly packed, and once it's shipped to you, you just have to wait that little lag when it goes through customs. But it's relatively quick. I mean, he gets stuff pretty early, so it's pretty cool. Like I got my throttle bots, and I think I should have had the blue one today, but fucking the post office felt like once my package was in Brooklyn, send it to Queens before they send it to me back in Brooklyn. Yeah. So that's the only reason I don't have the last throttle bot. Yeah.
My experience with Chumung Mung, actually, I for a while there, I ended up buying all the knockoff G1 Dinobots back in the day, and for $50 a pop, that's actually not a bad price because they were really good quality KOs. But without fail, it's always been the most I waited was like almost 3 weeks for my package. And that's back when he specialized. A lot of people forget that part. It's back when Tony specialized in like a lot of knockoffs. He had like third party shit and official Hasbro Takara shit. But in reality, a lot of his sales were in knockoffs. You could get a G1 combiner knockoffs at the high end knockoffs and shit like that. So,
yeah, he had most of that stuff after like KO toys and stuff bit the dust.
Yep.
Like he was one of the few places you could find anything.
And then he got narked on. Some people saying it was actually the guy. Some people allegedly say it was the guy from that old store.
I've heard that guy's kind of he was a dick back in the day. I don't have anything to substantiate that. I've just
they're just allegations.
Yeah. I've heard he's just not a nice guy to deal with. So
who is this? I guess.
The guy who owned KO Toys before it all went under. And like after he I think everything they got in trouble for the KO stuff, and he ended up leaving the company to like his girlfriend who knew nothing about it or something like that. Like for her to take like the financial burden. Like this is all the stuff I've heard, and yeah, they were a pretty crappy company.
My favorite part is like he would reply to some people who would be like, "Hey, where's my item? You know, I paid you for this item." And this is the guy who used to run that store. He'd be like, "Oh, what? You got big problem? What? You like Jew now and shit?" And then, like,
like, he definitely did that. He did that.
And then you sit there and be like, "Dude, what the fuck's your problem?" He's like, "I'm from China. We have real freedom of speech." It's like, you kidding me? Like, you guys have limited access to the internet.
I mean,
like, you're breaking the law.
I mean, their freedom is very different than ours.
I've ordered from Chosen Prime. I really like them. I'll probably order from them again. They're really quick, and they package their stuff really tight, like a Tyga. And so I would choose. I've used BBTS all the time, but I may start ordering from Chosen Prime a lot. That's just me.
Even that dude's pretty active on Facebook. He'll chime in and
and he's
he has his clearance sale. That's where I got my Tempest, was from him.
Yeah.
It's these clearance sales, and you actually can rack up points there and use them compared to you would at fucking TF Source, where I got 2,000 points, but as long as I order $175 worth of stuff and I have the appropriate amount of points, I may get a free set of Ravage and Laserbeak cassette for my MP Soundwave, which I don't own. So,
that drives me crazy. Like, the only thing I've gotten for free from them, like, you can get the Dr. Wu LED for your Hercules. I'm like, that's something I want.
A $350 plus purchase and 3,000 points. Like, that's like, what kind of fucking standards are this?
You have to buy Utopia and then something else.
Let me tell you what I like about TF Source. I like that. I like the 150 with free shipping bit because I hate paying for shipping.
Chosen Prime does that.
I understand that. Okay. And what else I like about TF Source is it's like a family run business, right? And the women in the family like run the phones and stuff like that, and they are an absolute fucking pleasure, like, to talk to, deal with. Like, if you call with a concern, like, they are the nicest people in the world. I am probably going to stop using them, and I'm going to tell you why. Recently, they have changed their way of doing business, where it used to be that you could just, like, you could create your pre-order and then pay for it when it comes in. But now they have, like, a pile of loot sort of situation.
Oh, the stack.
Yeah, and it's too much for me. It's like it just creates more work on my end. I'm not interested in doing it, but that's a minor concern of mine, because I would just pre-order things that were over $150 and be done with it. But the issue that I do have is that now, if it's over $150 and you qualify for the free shipping, they send it the Smart Post or whatever through FedEx, which is when it comes to your local post office, and then the post office has to deliver it. And, like, packages that used to take 3 days to get to my house are now taking 8. And, like, that accompanied with when this first time this happened to me was with Star Saber. So I wrote them and I was like, hey, what's going on with this package? It's not updating in FedEx. Like, the tracking number isn't updating, and it's been like 5 days. This is just uncommon. And they never wrote me back. And now I understand that shit happens, but I spend way too much fucking money for shit to be happening. I have a certain, this kind of comes to the customer service aspect of it. Like, I expect, if I'm spending thousands of dollars with you, I expect a certain level of customer service. Like, I run an independent business, and I literally have had no one ever spend thousands of dollars with me. But let me tell you something. I've had people spend tens of dollars with me, and if they were to contact me with a shipping concern, I'd be on the phone with them in 20 seconds. Now, I understand that TF Source is a bigger business. They got a bigger operation. They got, I understand all that, but I at least think they could have wrote me an email within 48 hours. So, like, that is one thing I like about Big Bad Toy Store is they have a huge organization. So they have a lot more capabilities of just fucking people to throw at problems. So,
respond,
so like they'll always be in touch with me. I like that my credit card is on file there, and I don't have to worry about a whole bunch of bullshit, and I can just click. It's just an easy process. So that's Big Bad Toy Store is usually who I use now. My only complaint with them is I had to pay for shipping on every item, regardless of how much money I'm spending with them, which is just
which is kind of a big load of shit right there.
It is a load of shit. It is a load of shit. Now I'm going to name drop this other company. Now this is for people that don't. This isn't for Transformer people. But if you're into like Play Arts Kai or some Fig Art stuff or stuff like that, there's a not a very well known company, but there is a company out there called Badass Collectibles. Their stuff is always underpriced. Like their $100 figures you can usually find on there for $80. Their $120 figures you can usually find on there for $100, and their $60 figures you can usually find on there for $50. And every purchase free shipping.
Damn.
That's fucking badass.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend them. And then there's another company out there that I've done business with once, and I'm going to do some business with here again soon. But they have done me really well. Is 215 Toys.
Yep, totally. I totally forgot to mention them too. You're right.
They're not a very big company. They only deal with a couple third-party companies, but top shelf customer service, top shelf getting back to you and talking to you, and just.
They based here in America or overseas?
East Coast too.
And the pricing, I mean, the pricing is really great.
You can't beat the prices in the States. You can't. Period.
If you're looking at a third party like Masterpiece product, that's the place to go.
Yeah. So.
Word.
But I don't know why, like, capture price. Is somebody vaping now?
Nope.
That's just Matt breathing.
I'm sensitive to that shit, man. I listen to a podcast called The Weekly Pull. I'm a big fan of it. If anyone knows me, they know that. But like,
I'm not breathing that fucking deep. Fuck you.
There's a big vapor on there, and every time he vapes, I'm like, fuck.
It's Comics Explained, yep.
Yeah.
My man got the box and everything.
Yeah, he's got the box mode. He's a hardcore vapor. But anyway,
got a creepy laugh though. But
yes.
I love you, Rob.
Yeah, Rob's awesome too. I don't know. I don't know why. Like Chosen Prime, Capture Prey, they all offer it at $150. It just seems like if you were trying to get your foot in the door, the first thing you would do is be like free shipping at $100.
Yeah.
It just seems like
it's the classic, like, everyone's doing it like this, so I guess I could afford to do it too. Right. And I mean, and I've ordered, over 150 stuff from the Chosen Prime, and it's taken like 10 days to get here, man. So it's no different than like TF Source with their super saver shipping,
right?
Fucking battle axe armor shit they offer, So like when I got my my Star Saber and I got my Combiner Wars Wave 1 Deluxes, it took 10 days to get. With places like TF Source, if I'm gonna buy that much stuff, I look at how much like getting it priority would run me. And I may just pony up the extra cash, so whatever, because I want to enjoy this shit.
Sure.
Not stand here going, oh, when am I going to get it? It just got scanned in Kentucky. All right.
I feel like retailers should have, like, every major toy retailer, not major, but every, like, online toy retailer that's on, like, a Capture Prey level or a Chosen Prime level or whatever, like, which is, like, they're smaller than TF Source or Big Bad Toy Store, but if they're on that level, I feel like they should offer like a VIP, like kind of, I don't know, offering, I guess. Like if you spend so much money with them, you're put into this club where your shipping rates are going to be a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like you're going to just a little like tip of the hat back to you for being such a fucking, spendy.
Money back.
I mean, they could even pull a Costco move and you can buy into it, a yearly membership.
Yeah.
So there's no risk on their part.
That's what I think that like is missing, because like if I order a fucking $20 pizza and that bitch comes and it's got a fucking little piece of onion on it, I hate it. Let me tell you something, everybody. I hate a fucking onion. I don't even like. Look, I hate fucking onions. I hate fried onions. I hate sauteed onions. I hate raw onions. I hate onion rings. I don't even like the way onion looks when it's spelled on a piece of paper. Like I hate a fucking onion.
O-N-I-O-N. They hate you too, motherfucker.
And if I buy a pizza and it comes with a little piece of onion on it, and I call the pizza place, they're going to come right out and fix that problem. So why is it when I spend fucking thousands of dollars with a company a year and I kind of
Onion Head's calling again.
I got to complain. I got to deal with all this fucking bullshit. Just fix the problem.
Mac.
I should be a valued customer. You know, and that's what I look for in a retailer. Like,
you'll be back.
Oh, Mr. Skullface, according to our records, you only ordered 3 large pizzas during a certain time of year, and frankly, well, fuck you. Hang up quick, hurry up.
I want my money to. I work hard for my money, and I want it to be appreciated.
I'm gonna call you Savoya.
He was hard for his money, so you better.
Lenny.
Yeah.
You're in a unique situation where you're usually not dealing with the same retailers that we're dealing with. So, do us a favor, do our listeners a favor. Tell us about the retailers that you deal with mainly, or that are the main options on your side of the world, and the pros and cons to each.
Wait, before you even
All right,
get
well,
there,
we've got a couple of local guys in Australia now. They've pretty much just started up their business this year. But at the moment, I'm getting pretty much everything from Tony Chimongmung.
Who are the other options?
There's TFI Down Under. That's where I got my Apollyon, because customs in Australia are ridiculous. So I had to buy that local or risk never getting it.
Because of the gun?
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you kidding me? Welcome to America, dude. Half of people's shit was held up at customs because he looks like a gun.
Yeah. They got real strict rules regarding guns. Like you got to go through bullshit to get an MP5, don't you?
Yeah, dude, in my state, you were meant to own a firearms license to own that toy and then keep it in a lock safe.
That is fucking nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. The gun laws are different over here. But
that's crazy.
No, they just don't want their citizens to kill one another, Robert. It's not
and that's
crazy.
because of some massacre.
What about Shockwave? I mean, where do they draw the line?
I'm guessing a realistic gun.
Lasers are fine.
For now.
Lasers are fine. But look, they that was because of some massacre, like in '96 or something, right?
Port Arthur massacre, yeah. But that was in Tasmania. That's not even part of Australia.
Ooh,
what happened?
Burned the Tasmanians everywhere.
What happened?
Dude walked into a shopping center and just started taking shots.
Fucking koala bears.
I mean, was it like hundreds of people?
Wow, that was fucking ignorant.
I can't remember. I think it was about 15 people injured and not sure.
Shit, that's daily here. Fuck.
Yeah, man, that's like
that's Baltimore, right, everyone? Yeah.
You know what we call that in America? The cost of doing business.
Yeah, that's a good day. That's a good day.
Or actually, do you know what we call that here in America, Lenny?
Low
Texas.
crime rate.
Texas, low crime rate. But anyway, now is Robot Kingdom, like, is that a viable option?
Yeah, I've picked up a few things from Robot Kingdom. They're actually a bit of a cheaper option, and the shipping is like 3-day turnaround. You have stuff in 3 days, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Shipping from Chimongmung takes about 7 days, but
nice.
I talk to Tony fairly regularly, so he'll usually send me links for stuff before he's even put it up on his site. So
that's cool.
I still don't think he has Fierce Attack on his site, and I've had that for 2 weeks. So.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that slow hand.
Yeah. What are the are there any cons of dealing with like because like you know like Robot Kingdom here like you know it's only the people that don't know here that are like, dude, you don't use Robot Kingdom, it's like $30 less, and it's like, yeah, and then shipping is fucking $30 more.
Well, that's the thing. I pay shipping from anywhere, so I had to buy Fortis from BBTS, and I think shipping was $45 for one toy.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
How much
that's
that
American
thing
money
weigh?
too.
That's American money.
I was like, I once traded with a kid out there in Australia. Young Mega TF man, you know, good kid. And it cost me about $21 to ship him with the Lux class figure with 2 little scouts in there.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think. What'd you buy? A fucking Voyager? 40.
No, I bought Fortis, the MMC Fortis. So $100 toy cost me another $45 to ship it.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I've shipped Lenny Shattercast T-shirt, and then something else, right? Was it art? Was it something or something?
Trading cards.
Trading cards. That wasn't too bad. That was just a few stamps.
Yeah.
But, that T-shirt, like when they like told me the price on it, I was like, "How much? Jesus Christ!" But what are the cons with Robot Kingdom over there? Because that's a pretty major player in the game.
The communication isn't great. Takes a fair while for them to get back to you, but you know Tony's a bit like that as well at times. So, but I pretty much only bought things off Robot Kingdom that Tony wasn't stocking. Like I got my Amiga Supreme, my Planet X Amiga Supreme off Robot Kingdom, and it was like $50 less than anywhere else. So, you know, you add the shipping on, but that doesn't really matter for me. So,
here's another question I got for just being on that side of the world is that, like, you got a Apollyon today, right, or yesterday?
Yesterday, yeah.
Okay, and I got my Apollyon yesterday, but my Apollyon had to come from a lot greater distance than yours did.
Yeah, I think that was probably because I bought local. You know, he's just starting out his business as well, so I don't think he is a big player in the game. So all the big stores get sent their toys before him, basically.
Do you think? But sometimes it seems like I'm getting shit around the same time that you get it, and sometimes I feel like you get it how I would expect, how early you should get it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, if I picked up stuff from BBTS, they do get a few things before Tony does, but I don't know. I find that he gets almost everything first because he lives next door to the factory.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
exactly.
And I'm putting his children through college, so he looks after me.
Yeah, I got my Iron Factory units from him. Got the throttle bots. What else? Yeah, a lot of stuff I get from him. But also BBTS. Yeah. But yeah, he's great. He really is great.
Yeah, he is a nice guy too. So I like to help him out.
That's cool. We got a shit ton of questions. Thanks to everybody who sent them in. I had to ask for them, but that's all right. So Brink asked, when the MP line is done, what is left for the older G1 collectors?
Suicide.
Beast Wars.
So, well, Beast Wars is viable, but like I would pass on all that shit. You know, like I will not own a Beast Wars masterpiece. Like I just have no interest. But I don't think that I'm going to see the end of the MP line in my lifetime.
I'll just keep updating things.
Yeah, you're probably right about that too. Like, because they're going to cash in on Optimus Prime and get that Optimus Prime money as much as they can.
Yep.
But like, there's so many characters in G1, like, and you know, how many proper masterpieces do we really get a year? Like, that's a decent question. You know, like last year, how many proper masterpieces did we get? Soar
3 with some repaints.
Well, yeah, but I mean, not even just the Takara ones though. So we got Wheeljack, Magnus, and Bumblebee from Takara.
Takara.
And then
was it Blue Streak in there too?
I don't think so.
No, let's
just go with those 3.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we got Scoria and Soar. Did Soar come out last year, or was that January of this year?
He was on the cusp.
Okay, so let's give them those. So that's 5. And is there anything else that we would really put into, you know, really, really, really a masterpiece?
Was Transistor last year, or was that early this year?
I think that was early this year.
Ollie.
Ollie.
I'll even throw Transistor in for 6. But I mean, if we're only averaging at the end of the year less than 10 a year, you know, like, I don't think that I'm going to see. I mean, they'll probably be able to finish all the cartoon representations, but like, you know, I want all of them. You know, I want, you know, the shit that we didn't see in the cartoon. You know,
But we're 5 months in now. We've only gotten 2 this so far.
Well, we got Star Saber,
and we got the Wheeljack repaint.
Well, listen.
No, that doesn't count. I don't even think the Wheeljack repaint counts.
If every company stops making Dinobots all at one time, we might end up seeing more than.
That's true.
You know,
I would say we got.
Oh, brother! they're supposed to combine. Remember that episode with Alpha Bravo and Blackjack? They saved Christmas after they taught Grimlock the beauty of the combination spark, and then they merged to form Extinction, and then they killed Hanukkah.
Jesus Christ! So we got let's even so far this year we got fucking Star Saber, we got I guess you can put exhaust in there. Okay. We got Gutter, which is arguably a masterpiece.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry for them Gutter lovers. Sorry.
Do we include Brawn and Outback from Bad Cube?
That would be from last year. Yeah. Okay. So that's still, but I still gave 10. So that would put us at a proper 8, though. So yeah, I would put those.
I think you're going to see a big change though in the next few years because every company is doing masterpiece scale now. So
yeah, but I don't consider.
I think the next few years we're probably going to have another 40.
I don't consider them to be masterpiece, just high-end classics figures.
Yeah. Well, I don't consider Brawn. Like I've told you, the Brawn and all that shit, the Astro Train that just came out, that's not a masterpiece.
Yeah,
that's
Astro Train is not.
Just because your size of a masterpiece doesn't make you a masterpiece.
Brawn might be.
Brawn is definitely
close, Matt.
Bad Cube can suck a ball.
I don't think War Dog's masterpiece. Even though
I think War Dog's in
War Dog's fucking Generations is what he is.
Yeah.
War Dog's in stock at BBTS.
He's in stock at TF Source too. He's in stock at
Okay.
He's gonna be in stock.
And not a single fuck was given.
You just heard chirp, 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 chirp.
But like, yeah, I think Lenny might be right about that. But like, so if we get Fans Toys has like a good amount, but I still think we're gonna be around 10 to 15, for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a couple of years. To get through all of G1, you're gonna talk about 15 years at least.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll see it. So I don't know if that's I don't know if that is even a realistic threat. But if it is, then I'm happy because I can walk away at that point.
Yeah, I was gonna say what's next for me is nicer car, bigger house,
a hot tub.
I'm done.
Time at work, maybe. I don't know.
The only problem that I've noticed is that if they came out, if they finished G1 masterpieces, but then let's say some third-party company started up and was like, we're doing masterpieces of all the IDW stuff. I'm in.
Yeah, pre-ordered.
I'm in. So, that would throw a monkey wrench into my plans. But I don't think I'll ever complete my collection, in my lifetime.
So many Starscreams out there.
And I'm gonna leave my whole collection to my buddy that thinks it's stupid when he walks into my basement.
Well, this is stupid.
I'm gonna leave it to him.
What the hell am I doing?
Yeah. I thought you would like it.
But yeah, I don't know. Is there? I mean, which one of you is hoping that we go to Beast Wars? Is there anybody?
I am. I like Beast Wars.
Yeah, I do too. Thought they were.
I like Beast Wars too.
All right.
Primal better be with real hair.
Yep.
Okay? That's all I'm saying. I want Yule's hair. I want Yule's hair on that fucking Primal. Shout out to Yule.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Dude, Yule. Okay, so Yule runs third-party crashers, and it's like a pretty big deal on Facebook. So Yule, you need to start connecting with some of these third-party companies and see if you can donate the Locks of Love to the companies to make fucking a limited edition 500-piece run of a masterpiece Optimus Primal. I would buy that if it had your hair.
Yes, I'd stroke it every nut.
Okay.
Okay.
This one is
James?
This one is from James. If we could just go round robin on this unit. Let me look at the fucking screen here. We'll start off with Robert. What Transformer would Steve Buscemi and Christopher Walken voice?
I would like to see Steve Buscemi as Starscream and Christopher Walken as Megatron.
Oh yeah. I don't even
Oscar, come on, can you do some walking for us, like a walking Megatron?
Starscream, what's the problem?
No, he's got to sound like Megatron. So he'd be like,
That's
"Hi." Oh, not even there yet.
Starscream, look at you. You look like a fool. Come play with my trigger. No, I'm gonna admit, every time you fire me, you're masturbating me. Yes.
that's good, man. That's
That would
awesome.
be awesome.
That was
I just
great.
got lightheaded. That was good.
That was awesome.
Can you do Buscemi? Can you do Buscemi?
No, God, it'd be like if I was to make him a Transformer, he would voice Ratchet, not Starscream, because he'd be more like, I don't, you know, I don't. Fuck.
He does.
Can't fix you, Bumblebee.
Okay, the world needs hope. HOPE, hope. The world needs hope. And right now, Optimus, there is no hope.
Who
Sounds
would
like
you
Rat
pin
Trap
him?
to me.
Who would you pin him on, Oscar? Or who would you pin these two?
I said Buscemi would be Ratchet. Walken would not be Megatron. Walken would be more like a cassette tape from Blaster. that or from the Planet Junkion. You know, he's like, "Hi, I'll be right back. Rewind the show. Oh no, media storm coming in. High pressure levels in your system. For a good time, dial 1-900 click 239 a minute. You're doomed. I'm sorry. I fixed your friend. He's not gonna die for now."
So you're saying that Walken would just basically, he'd be a tape that would turn into Walken.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. He up out of Blaster. Blaster's like, "Oh, get back in my chest, motherfucker." He'd be like, "No, I'm free. God, freedom. Yeah. War, disease. Why? I don't know. I just do it." Like Nike.
And Justin.
Like I said, Buscemi would have to be Rat Trap, just because that's
Oh,
how I
yeah.
see it.
It would work.
And Walken, I think, would work as Alpha Trion.
Yeah, I can see that too.
All
Ryan,
kinds of
Max,
confusing riddles, you know.
I've got you where I need you. Follow the Matrix now. Don't fight it. It's not scary. Have it in you. You have the touch. When all hell's breaking loose. I mean, no one will ever overplay this song to the point where Stan Bush himself wants to kill himself every time.
Dude, speaking of Stan Bush, that's like his like later work where he's like still talking about Transformers is so embarrassing. I feel like
Allegedly embarrassing.
like I'm just like, oh god, like I feel bad. Like it just does anyone else get the weird vibe from that music?
It's like when like you find out a member of your family used to be like a really good basketball player. So you're like, "Yeah, I'll school you kids." You take them to the park, and then like even the kid in the wheelchair dunks on him. That's what it's like.
You should see him at BotCon. It's kind of, you got some hardcore fans, but then you got other people there. Then you see long lines for other people. Then you see his, and it's not really long at all.
Well, it's funny, man.
Kind of fat.
I guess like you're gonna see him live. He's like, "Okay, this is something from my new album," and then someone in the back goes, "Shut up and play the touch." Play the touch.
Exactly. Somebody will do that. They did that shit in 2010 when he was in California, and yeah, he was playing some shit out there, and I heard some people in the back saying, "Fuck this! I want the touch." Like that shit. I was like,
Artie's going, "Okay, you want that touch? I give you that touch." No, not that kind of touch. "Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Well, what's funny is
Got a van out back if you want free candy."
whenever we go to these like cons and we're driving there, it's like a tradition that when we get within like 45 minutes, like we play like the 86 soundtrack, and like my oldest like daughter like loves that music, so like she sings along and the whole bit. Well, anyway, I have it on a playlist on my iPod, and it does have the like all the Transform music in it, including like random shit that's kind of related. And that song came on like one of his later ones. I don't know what it was called, and my wife, like, there's this lyric in there. He's like, robotic warriors. And my wife looked over at me and she was like, "You fucking nerd." Like, it was just like, I was like, "Oh no, I don't, you're right, it's terrible."
And then you thought, that's the last time you're ever going to see her.
Yeah.
Bringing it back to last episode.
And then, like, every now and then, like, when I try to, like we have like a philosophical discussion, and I'll try to legitimize Transformers as like, whatever, and she'll be like, "Oh yeah, like, you mean the robotic warriors that give it their all?"
That's what you get for being that type of nerd, dude.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm gonna make a 35-minute long YouTube video psychoanalyzing the Batman. That's gonna make sense.
So, Lenny, do you have any thoughts on who Steve Buscemi or Christopher Walken would voice?
Buscemi, probably Bumblebee.
I can see that.
Little stumbling around Bumblebee. Maybe Unicron for Walken, because he's all about that dramatic pause.
That's true.
Yeah.
And let's see who else we got here. Deluxe.
I don't care. You already know.
I would be Optimus Prime. Christopher Walken would be Laserbeak, and Steve Buscemi would be Ironhide.
Yeah,
I would put Buscemi as Inferno, and only out of respect for that guy. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but Steve Buscemi used to work for FDNY, and when the towers fell, he just stopped what he was doing, went to New York and started helping. And like, that dude, for me, like I don't know, he's aces in my book. Like, he didn't bring like a fucking entourage. He didn't bring the press. He didn't like, tweet it out like, "Hey guys, at CNN, at Glamour, at Hollywood Reporter, headed to New York to help." He just went and started helping. So he's, yeah. So I would give him Inferno as a tip of the hat. Walken, I don't know.
Rumble.
Who was the
Last week, crack the shells. And that's inside. Boom,
maybe
all right.
maybe Swindle.
I can see that, yeah.
So
cannibalize my entire team of Combaticons for a fucking sides project. There's nothing wrong with me.
A piece of Energon gets sold on Kaon. I want in. I want to taste. You guys got fat out there on the streets while we were starving.
How come you never saw me in a cage, Soundwave? I don't know. That's fucked up. I need to get laid. Bad.
Bad.
Stop doing.
So Shava, shout out to him, cool dude. He asked,
Shava Rose.
does Apollyon give ex-transbots the respect needed to ask $150 for their upgrade?
Fuck no.
Hell
No. And anyone that tries to fucking sugarcoat it by saying yes, and then like, oh, it's like this mass production. It's like the first time they ventured into a figure of this caliber, so there are going to be mistakes. It's kind of full of shit. And I'm telling you that right now. That price for Apollyon, I fucking understood it. I'm like, okay, it's the Megatron. So they're going to aim it like that. That's cool. Good thing I waited for reviews because I saved myself $150. And like the running gag with Scourge is, he's your troop builder. So
$150 troop builder? God damn.
You imagine that? Like someone sitting there just bawling going, I'm going to need 10 today.
Bobby Base.
Stop. But I think that, yeah, I'm with you. I think it was actually ballsy of them.
You know what? I actually want to take the stance that I think it's okay. I'm not gonna say that Apollyon's perfect or anything like that, but you've taken possibly the hardest alt mode to make a character for, and typically generally made it work. It's not that flawed, all things considered.
It's nice to see that check cleared, Justin. Just saying.
I agree with you, Justin. I agree. I think they took the most difficult one first, and that could have been a hiccup on their part.
Yeah,
because
I think
they tackled the most difficult one first.
I think that was the wrong choice. I think that if they would have done Cyclonus and Scourge and gotten a few quality masterpiece-styled figures under their belt,
people would have better trust in them.
And they could have done. They would have brought that experience to the table with something like Apollyon.
Maybe.
So I think it will affect. Well, the next question is, will it affect the willingness to purchase? And I think it will.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are going to be like, Yeah, no, we're good.
It's like, for some of my friends out there, some of you guys up north will know what I mean. There's a saying we got, never date a girl with pancake butt. Now, what pancake butt is, I ain't trying to be funny. It's basically, it's a chick that when you meet her, obviously from the back, it looks amazing. You're just like, I got to talk to this chick. Go ahead, you date her for a few times, you take her home, you're about to do the thing. Down come them drawers, and then that butt just flaps down. And she ain't got no ass. And that's what X-Transbots has effectively done for the rest of their line is they have given one hell of a negative outlook for the rest of their product because they fucked up and did the hardest thing first. Rather than work on a reputation, get to know the factories that they're at, and production managers, get to know their managers and their employees to see what their work, loaded like. I don't know jack shit about building a car. You're not going to see me try to build a fucking Porsche. You're going to see me try to build a soapbox racer.
Yeah, I think that they should have did at least at the very least they should have got Beachcomber done first. Because if Beachcomber is going to be a simpler transformation, and if he is as generally solid as Apollyon is in robot mode, I think that Beachcomber could be a saving grace for them.
Scourge too, though. Scourge is pretty simple.
Nah, I think Scourge is gonna. Scourge is setting off my spidey sense.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, he's not just going to close up with that shell. You're going to have to do a lot of shit in there. Probably.
Yeah, I think it's working, but I think Scourge is an issue waiting to happen.
A lot of ball joints.
I'm in because I'm like a battered wife, but
I'll just get the one before I decide to troop build then.
Nice. But the nice thing is you can just pick them up as different companies release them and troop build
there you go. Winner.
But yeah, I think that I don't know. I'm with you, Justin. Like, I just feel like it's just the parts that don't work right.
Let's skip the other two. Let's get to that one.
The parts that don't work quite right with him, I just feel like they're so. It doesn't feel professional. It doesn't feel professional to me.
Coronas.
I don't know. No, but here's the thing: we've given Fans Toys a pass on certain things too. I mean, Swoop should not have had all the issues he had. I shouldn't have had to put out 3 videos about how to fix Swoop. And he shouldn't have been so tight. Those little
that's a good
clips
point.
shouldn't have broken. Swoop, who we've considered a masterpiece, has lots of issues. So
but you know what?
I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think it's anywhere near comparable, dude. For the joints being too tight for me isn't an issue. I'm not going to be manipulating him that much where it's going to grind down the plastic enough for it to bother me. I can see what you're saying, but a quick little loosen up and he should be good to go. The Apollyon, there's too much that's not polished on him. The whole the all the bars that come flinging out, and then the chest piece collapsing and coming back up, and the issues that are there, especially with the silver paint that's on that little plastic piece that prevents it from plugging in smoothly.
But
it's
you know
what? Robert.
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
It's just the one problem that I have with SOAR are those tabs, and I'm with you. Those tabs are unforgivable. That is a fucking mistake on their part. But there's way more problems that I have with Apollyon. My Apollyon looks okay. So I got my Apollyon in the mail, and he came out of the box looking like something that Alex Milne would drawn, and then I transformed him, and he looked like a Livio drawing. He just looked like battle worn and scarred and fucking, he'd been through the ringer. I don't have those sorts of issues. My SOAR. My SOAR is perfectly fine. My Apollyon is not.
But here's the difference too: is with X-Transbots, you have Ollie, and then you have Apollyon, and then all these other figures that are promised to come out afterwards.
And Huffer and Pipes.
Right. Oh, right. But with Fans Toys, you had Quakeway, then you had Slag, so then we had Swoop with these QC issues, which based on the history, you saw it was actually maybe they were overcompensating.
Right. I
So
thought
to
that's
speak.
exactly.
Well, let's go back on that. I mean, Quake Wave was nearly a flawless release, right? Did anybody have huge problems with Quake Wave aside from the overly tight battery compartment in the eye that
I did.
some people had them?
I did.
What was your problem?
I
with
didn't
Quake
get
Wave?
them.
That I don't think is a QC issue. I think
I didn't get him either. Damn it!
It's still something that needs to be addressed. God damn it!
I know. We need to go in on that, Oscar, and get us some
Yeah, we'll share custody like an unwanted child.
word.
No, but I mean, like, Quake Wave was fine, and then, whichever
Scoria.
Dinobot,
Scoria.
Snarl, Slag, whatever.
Slag.
I'm a bad Dinobot fan because I can't keep my S's straight. But anyway, yeah. So Slag comes out and he's loose in a lot of areas. Like, well, why did you do one figure flawless and then the next one had problems? And then the next one after that has even more problems in the opposite direction. When you've already done a good one, like what changed?
Because it's a Dinobot, you don't ask questions about that.
No. I mean, I see what you're saying, but see, to me, like with the exception of those tabs, like the issues that I have with any of the three are so minute in comparison to the smallest issues that I have with Apollyon.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Justin, that's the whole point, though. You start out with a winner, and the collectors are more forgiving after that.
Hey,
I
Oscar,
suppose.
can y'all say Oscar?
Well, he has to still be here, otherwise we would have lost the call.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that. I
It's
don't
on
think
video.
that. I think that X Transbots is like. I think that Apollyon is an improvement over Ollie.
What about Transistor, though?
Well, that's KFC, isn't it? I mean, I know they're the same, but I would imagine there's some sort of difference between the two. I think Transistor is better than Apollyon.
Right.
If that's what we're talking, but
see, even that I still think comes down to the fact that KFC and X Transbots are supposedly the same company, right? I mean, where there's some kind of difference.
They definitely operate out of the same factory.
Right. I think your difference is that we have a couple fly-by-night companies that if Takara / Hasbro pushes muscle down on them, we can be like, well, X Transbots doesn't exist anymore. Long live, KFC.
Right.
Long live whatever else. So,
Right.
I mean...
Hydra.
Yeah.
Right.
Essentially. And when it comes to Transistor versus Apollyon, I think that they're in the same league, aside from what they transform into. I mean, Transistor was a big panel former, right? Because he's a box. That's all he was a box. And you've got a gun that you somehow have to make the barrel be on one side, but that barrel has to be replaced with the rear end of the gun. Like, it doesn't lend itself to a better design, honestly.
I agree, but that's also why I think they were out of their fucking league.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, aside from maybe things being tightened up a little bit, more, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, consistency on, like, my left arm is definitely looser than my right arm, stuff like that. But
Really?
I don't know how you would...
Are you talking about his?
I'm talking about, like, the little panels on his arm are looser on one side and not the other because they didn't push the pin in all the way and stuff like that. Like, that stuff kind of irks me, but the rest of it, like, I think it's a solid design. I think that little back panel, the one that you have bent, like, I think that's a terrible piece. That they could have done something else with that. But, the rest of it, I think they did a good job on it. I can't fault them on it.
There you go.
There you go.
What's funny, if they did start out with Beachcomber, they really would have been jumping on the train of iGear's yesterday's news, and here's the new masterpiece, Beachcomber collection.
Yeah.
Plus, they wouldn't have sold anywhere near as many because he's nowhere near as popular. So
that's true,
yeah.
and nowhere near as in demand.
Yeah.
Everybody needed that Megatron. But that's also the problem with that, though, is that, like,
yeah.
if you offer that one itch that everybody needs, or that one scratch that everybody needs itched,
Better scratch it good.
Now you better scratch it good because now everybody you did have 500 people looking at you, but now you have 10,000 people looking at you or whatever. You
just fucked up my Megatron.
And like I said, like Apollyon out of the box onto the shelf, I feel like you're good to go. It's just he will never be the same again after you transform.
Mine is.
Mine's definitely not, and I bet you yours isn't either. I bet you if I were to look at yours, I could show you where things have changed on him that were different once he was out of the box.
Giggity.
I am never transforming, motherfucker. Never transforming.
Where is my MP Sancho Barbosa?
All right.
I don't see my Sancho.
And I've got a question to follow that up, though.
What'd you say?
How you say, just take it out of the box and put it on the shelf. Would you guys be okay with a masterpiece scale Megatron that didn't transform, but was an awesome action figure?
Nope.
No. I would really think that. I mean, I actually at one point considered buying the Revolvo tech that they released of him, but he was just too short to put with my classics. But
I'd be okay with it too.
I couldn't, man. It's just something about the. If that was the case, the price better come way the fuck down.
Yeah,
it would have to.
Like if it was like standard, 7 to 8 inches tall, like Voyager class, maybe a head taller, like a head shorter of the leader class figure that just came out recently.
No, we're talking about masterpiece though.
Yeah, that price would have to drop.
Yeah,
because it's not really a transformer.
Exactly,
dude.
You wouldn't be paying for the engineering. You wouldn't be paying for as many pieces, as many So if it was like an $80 figure,
maybe 70 is the most I'd probably fork over for that. Now counting shipping.
So
I mean, look at that Action Master Devastator that came out not too long ago. Like he's like what 12 inches tall.
Yeah, he's
right.
He might even be bigger than that. I forget.
And there's like little design into that, but they want some absurd. What does he want? Like almost $100 for him. I forget. It's been a while since we spoke about him, but yeah. But if it was like an Action Master MP scale Megatron, I totally would dig it if it was at a decent price. But you're asking $150. Which is why I kind of feel bad for all these people showing their horror stories. You paid $150 for a toy you have to fix. I said that in the last episode. You just paid $150 to learn how to fix your own toy.
Well, my issues is that my issues with Apollyon aren't fixable. I need a replacement piece and I need them to be repainted.
They're just going to send you another box with a whole new unit, and now you might get something that's worse.
Yeah, you're right. Because out of the box, he was pretty solid.
But after you transformed him,
he's not so much.
Which is kind of the gimmick,
right? I agree.
You crack the joke saying just take him out of the box, pose him, and put him back on the shelf. You should have to fucking do that. I'm a firm believer in what you invested in paid off for you.
I agree.
If you ponied up $150 or $100 a pop for a TFC combiner limb, you should be able to enjoy that. Not worry about I don't want to mess with it too much because they're known for the ratchets getting all fucking stupid.
Well, see, I would make the argument that I got what I paid for, and my argument would then be followed with $150 masterpiece Megatron that's of the caliber that I want it to be is not possible.
Okay.
From a third party company.
You still wasted your money.
But yeah, that's not really what I'm talking about though. What I'm saying is that if Fans Toys is slag is $200, and while complex and while he's a lot of things going on for him, he's nowhere near as complex as a Megatron needs to be.
You know what though? If
Megatron should be more expensive.
If Fans Toys did Megatron and they charged $300 for him, I'd pay it.
Fuck yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is that I don't think that $150 masterpiece Megatron can be provided.
I just want to state for the record, some of us have, some people have accused our show of playing favoritism to companies like Fans Toys. And it's I always want to make this clear to those people that are saying that. We have called out Fans Toys on the fact that, hey, some of your squares are really loose. Your sore was ridiculously tight.
And you have googly eyes.
You know, and you had
Yeah,
and you have a
episode,
Jar Jar Binks head, you know, for a fucking brontosaurus, brachiosaurus, whatever you want to call them. You know, like their shit isn't perfect.
No,
He's an
no,
apatosaurus.
You
no,
understand?
they're not perfect. Nothing's perfect.
But it's like nothing ever will be, and that's the problem. You know, we go back to geeks never being happy about anything. You know, but it's like that. It's gonna happen. But like in this case, this is Megatron. This isn't like fucking Jetfire with Kronos. Where I was like, oh, it's Skyfire, Jetfire, whatever you want to fucking call him. This is the leader of the bad Decepticons. This is the MP10 scale masterpiece figurine, air quotes, that is supposed to look good on your masterpiece shelf with your Optimus Prime, but you can't pose him that well because something may give on it. And that's the problem there. Because it's not just a loose limb or really tight legs. Shit's breaking. Generally, you know.
Yeah, but it's not yeah, but it's not usually breaking in it without transforming him. You know, like, and I don't know if a whole lot of if people are breaking him as much as you know, he's just not surviving the wear and tear of his own gimmick.
Which is supposed to be the primary reason why
right,
a lot
I'm
of
with you.
because you can do that.
I'm with you.
You know, I don't buy these things for status. I buy it because I love these things. I love being able to interact with them. Not sit there, take them out of the package. Why fucking bother buying them if you're just going to, you know, just leave them on your shelf and never pick them up and, you know, fuck around with it? You know? Well, that's display versus play, so whatever. So I'll shut my mouth.
No, I mean, it's a solid question. I mean, while I appreciate what you're saying and I agree with it, you know, philosophically, for lack of a better term, like I don't have the opportunity to do it as much, but I like the fact that I could if I wanted to. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, Apollyon doesn't.
In a way, I'm kind of angry at X-Transbots for doing that because they took advantage of our emotions. Like, we really wanted this figure.
Oh my god!
I think that might be a bit of a stretch. I mean, like,
yeah,
you need some tampons.
Like the thing is that, like, you know, like you know, nobody put a gun to our heads and told us about it. We all knew the risks. We all knew the company. Yeah. We all knew you know, like, it's funny how the tables have turned where you got Justin, who's been, you know, on a I hate X-Transbots. I think he just got off that boat. I think that they just came to shore.
Oh no! I still dislike X-Transbots as a company. But I think, you know, Apollyon is a solid engineered toy, and I'm sorry, you know, like you guys say he's not a masterpiece. I think he is. I think he is every bit as good as MP05 Megatron, who, to me, is a huge piece of crap, but is still considered masterpiece just because he's official. You know,
I don't consider him to be a masterpiece.
As the label on the box says masterpiece, so you can't say he's not. You know?
Yeah, I can.
Bob.
He's not. I mean, like,
Justin, as a mechanical engineer, what do you think? Was it the materials with Apollyon? Is just the strength of materials that failed them?
I don't know. My Apollyon hasn't broken in ways that are material related. I mean, I can't speak on it. I haven't seen shearing, like my MP10, the flap of the truck sheared off the plastic there before, you know, one of my MP10s. So that's a material issue. Like the ball joints is, you know, that was a design choice that, you know, is it a failure? Well, ratchets are probably better, but, you know, they still, for all intensive purposes, work. So, you know.
But why is he breaking? Why is he not surviving his own transformation?
I don't know. I can't tell you because mine survived like 6 or 7 times back and forth. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Well, I mean, your paint hasn't survived.
They're trying to fuck it.
No, my paint is fine with the exception of the little thigh piece that goes in. That's the only thing that has any marks on it.
Y'all too rough.
There's no marks on the seams of the chest and arms.
No. Not on mine.
I'd have to see it to believe it.
Justin, you ain't got to prove nothing to him, man.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. But I can't. I just, because of my experience is so far the opposite. I just can't take your word on that because, like, it's so foreign from my personal experience.
If anybody on this planet could transform that figure and not damage it, it's Justin. So
that's true.
Well, let me ask you this: going back to, like, you had said, like, you know, X-Transbots versus whoever the company that did KFC. You know, like, that toy scraped the shit out of its metallic paint too. Like, worse than anything I've seen on
Yep.
Apollyon, as far as I can tell. Like, that one's awful. So, what gives that a pass? Is it just that it's a box?
Who gave it a pass? Who gave it a pass?
Earlier, you guys seemed to be like, well, that's different than Apollyon. Unless I misheard.
I said it was the same. I said it was exactly the same. I said
I gave it a pass because it's KFC, man.
Yeah, I don't give it a pass. That shit sucks. I mean, that aspect of it sucks.
All right, well, then I misunderstood.
It is the same problem. You cannot, in my opinion, transform. Getting a transistor out of the box, transforming to boombox, and transforming him back, he will never be as good as when he came out of the box.
I can't. He's my statue.
Anyway, we're past the 2-hour mark at this point, and we have a couple more questions. Thanks, everybody, for submitting your questions, and we will get to these next week. I will ask Oscar this one. Rob Springer wants to know, with Oil Master coming out, where's your costume?
I already replied to that, and like I said, I didn't want to, but then I remember I got a photo of Rob with his shirt off, and I think Oil Master's going to look phenomenal.
I was thinking about taking my shirt off and cosplaying as Chewbacca this year. We have a question from Michael H. and Andrew. They're a little bit more in depth, and since we're already past the 2-hour mark, we'll handle this next week. But thank you for submitting them.
Yes.
Real quick, Shattercast Dispatch. All you got to do is record an audio from your iPhone or from your whatever
Android, anything.
Your Samsung, or if you live in China, your Airphone 4SG,
whichever
Nokia.
Whichever Section 8 device you use as far as Android is concerned, and send it to shattercastonline@gmail.com.
Morse code.
And
smoke signals.
As far as shout-outs, third party. Actually, this week with all this Apollyon talk, please, by all means, record your thoughts on Apollyon and X-Transbots and send us that audio file, and we'll put it at the end of the following week's show.
And give us your best Christopher Walken impression.
Yeah, that too. Adam, you better send a Christopher Walken impression. He does the best, top shelf Christopher Walken impression. Anyway, shout outs, Third Party Unlimited, run by Antoine.
He's not on this show, so
right.
The hell with him. Never mention him again.
He should come do it though.
40K.
For Biz and Bolters, K&G Toy Biz, run by Greg, and at Real Robot and PlastiqueFreak.com with Mike, and at Fear Corpse on Twitter. Follow that dude. Dub K Toys and I Am Ratchet for your third party, first party, and G1 needs. Third party TF Crashers run by Optimus Prime Mule, and TFPros.com.
Nice.
Lenny, I'm gonna let you shout out your own shit.
We've got Third Party Addicts on the Facebook. I don't know what all the hashtags and backslashes are. And myself, Dezefticon, I've got a page, take a few photos of mainly third-party stuff, and on the Instagram as well.
Pretty good stuff.
He's on the gram. That's instant. That's amazing. That's sensual right there with his smooth, silky voice. You can check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Just use the Google and write Shattered Ass Uncut. It's cast, Grandpa. Shattered Cast Uncut. And remember, for the sake of Primus, please coagulate responsibly. Until then, take care of yourselves and your pacemakers.
What's up, Shadowcast? This is Minister Ryan Willis from St. Louis, Missouri. Just wanted to send y'all a voice message or whatever. I just watched Bobby's Apollyon review last night and brought up some thoughts, and I wanted to see what you guys thought. Do you think that we're getting to the point in collecting where we are kind of perfectionists? Because it's a psychological disorder. I'm not saying that, Bobby, that your review was that way, but just in general. I mean, we complain about every single piece that comes out, and it's really, it's really not something to always complain about, because I feel like what we're getting is pretty good stuff. I mean, engineering-wise is great, size-wise is great, and, at this point, we're transforming something from G1 to what is now Masterpiece, and the G1s were crap. I mean, if you really look at them, but it is what it was back then, and it was great to us then. So why can't it be great to us now? Anyway, like the show, enjoy Fridays.
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Man, I'm tired of the rep of the Dinobots being dumb as bricks. I got indisputable proof that they're smarter than all the Transformers. In the movie, everybody gets hurt, slaughtered, killed, maimed. The one time the Dinobots meet insurmountable force in the form of Unicron, they're the only group that's like, hey man, let's go around back. I ain't attacking this thing head on.
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Oh, that was hard, like my penis.